How to use the DLG Enlarger Timer. The unit comes in a solid aluminium housing with 4 slots to allow you to screw it to the wall. The screws are provided with it, very simple to install, or you can just leave it on the bench and operate it like that. Here's one I've mounted to the wall before, which I will use to show you the operation of this unit. Very simple. Connect the power. We connect the enlarger on the left hand side. These connectors come with the equipment. We can also connect the safe light if we wish. That's optional on the right. And there is an optional foot switch that you can also buy. Very handy if you're doing dodge and burn, as it leaves your hands free. And that's it connected. We apply the power and the display will come on. So to make a print, normally we will need the enlarger on for focusing and setting up the print. So we have a switch here. See, the enlarger is on. We can make our adjustments. And when we're done with that, we switch off the enlarger. We can position our photographic paper on the easel. And then when we're ready to make the print, we set the time we want. In this case, I'll just set a short one, 3.4 seconds, and press the run button, and it makes the exposure. Very simple. And that's it. So we also have a number of other features. To show you those properly, I will bring the camera nearer. We can set a display brightness. If we press this rotary control, it brings up a menu. If we select brightness, we press that and we can turn the brightness down, digitally controlled brightness. And in the dimmest setting, which is barely visible, that should pose no fogging risk at all, even for very sensitive panchromatic or colour emulsions. We set the brightness. We can also set the time increment. That was set to increment in 0.2 of a second. We can set it in half second, tenths of a second for very fine resolution. Half seconds. And whole seconds. With whole seconds we can run very long exposures indeed. Other option we also have on here is a sound. It's quite handy sometimes to have a metronome sound during the exposure. It allows us to keep our eyes on the print if we're dodging and burning, giving us an audible indication of the progression of the exposure. So we press this button, we can set the time period of that sound to 10 seconds, 5, 2, 1 or off. And we can also set on here a delay. This is designed to compensate for enlargers with a start delay. You can dial in the amount of the delay here in tenths of a second. Here I'll just set 1.3 seconds to illustrate this, how that works. When you start the exposure, the enlarger is switched on, but the countdown time doesn't start running until that delay period has elapsed. So that allows time for the enlarger to start up. So here I'll press the run now and we will see what happens. Counts down that delay and now it's starting the exposure countdown proper. Cancel the exposure, we just press that. And that's about it. It's available from dlgelectronics.com. It's available now. There will be a US version that's going to be available very shortly. That will feature the US style sockets for the enlarger and safe light, designed especially for the American market, and it's available from Cat Labs. So that will be available very soon from Cat Labs. Keep an eye on their website. So thank you for watching, and